17th of March, 1 past midnight. I'm lucky to have my sister. Bless her, she never really knows what advice to give me, because we're in different life stages. She's younger than me. But she tries. I feel like I'm walking blind, trying to figure out what to do. Perhaps God is trying to prepare me for entrepreneurship. There's a lot of financial pressure, I guess. I'm 50% at work, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I tried 100%. Let's just say it wasn't for me. The job's not all bad, and I've said this in previous videos, but it's not in alignment with what I truly care about, and that will get to anyone. At the same time, I pay rent, and I also owe my ex-personal trainer / the company that she worked for money, because I had to cut my contract short, sadly. I have to pay off the remainder. Just a bit of a hefty amount. At the same time, I'm saving up to purchase a car off of my dad by the end of the year. And I need to also be able to afford the MOT and my car insurance, which will renew around the same time, will need to be renewed. I'm not complaining. It's hard, but I'm not complaining. It's making me think smarter, be more responsible, problem solve, and perhaps even step into someone that I've been wanting to be for a long time. Not that I'm doing it very well, or with great ease. It's March, like I said. God, it's gonna sound ridiculous. But I'll just say it, because I'm an ambitious idiot. Well, maybe I shouldn't affirm that, but I'd like to move by the end of the year, or latest the beginning of next year, not because of any bad feelings, but because it's the right thing to do for me and the person I want to become. I love my family so much, and that's another part of it. I really want to be able to take care of my parents and my sister, and I look around at their struggles, and quite frankly, I see them as my own. Like, I am to blame for a lot of it. No one said that. It's my own feeling, because on some level I know it's true. Everything happens at the time that it's supposed to. But at the same time, there's so much more I could have done. But you can't go back. And so here I am now. I don't like to say manifesting on a deadline. It feels kind of pushy and desperate. But I'm trying to get something by a certain time. And I'm trying to make it happen on my own. And it possesses practically every thought of mine. I've been investigating, trying to find the best path forward. And I feel lost. Sorry, that's quite vague, but I'm trying to find a way to make money outside of my regular job. That doesn't include, well, increasing my hours at said regular job, because it's linear. So if I increase my hours, pay increases, like, well, I guess, is that it? yeah, like, you know, it's an hour, not an hourly thing, but it's not, the more hours you invest, it's not like your return increases per se. Like, it's I guess like an hourly type of thing. Very proportionate, directly proportional, is that it? It's been a while since I did math. Whereas if I have more time off, I know that if I'm learning, maybe I'm not making right now, but later the payoff is greater. Or if I work on YouTube or I work on something else, whether it's skills or implementing my skills in another way, the ROI for me is a little bit higher. What I do at work, the current opportunity for growth, there is some. I'm not going to say there isn't. There's something that I've tried. Unfortunately, it's not been working out. The other thing is honestly just a little bit of madness. It's a managerial position, and although I respect it and I wouldn't mind doing it someday, it's a lot to take on. And I've already got my degree that I'm trying to do, and I can't handle that pressure right now. Nor do I feel ready for it, and not just in a, oh, I'm scared, I don't feel ready, like, as in, like, no, I want to know more, I want to be more competent before I go and I do that. Otherwise I'll just feel like a buffoon in a different uniform. I haven't earned it yet, by my terms. You can think that's an excuse, that's fine, but it's not the right thing to do. Besides that, being at my job, although it's in many ways wonderful, it's customer service. I get to be in service, I get to serve community, my colleagues are amazing. You know, I get to bond with incredible people. There's a lot of dead time, and that can be a great thing. You know, sometimes I can whip out a book, but it's this thing where you're there and you know that you could be doing something better. And I don't mean necessarily pleasurable, like as in I'm going out drinking or dating or mucking about watching YouTube videos. No. I mean, I could be doing the things that are in alignment with me. There's this nutrition course that I am starting online. It's just a side thing with the Open University that I study with. Things like that. Expanding the brand. I'm not afraid of working hard, actually. Which is good. I think I just am so confused because I don't know where to focus my energies. I'm hopeless, like... It's currently looking like my only option is gonna end up being social media again. And the scary thing is I've tried that for a minute and it didn't get me exactly where I wanted, and so I feel like, oh, you know, was that the valley of despair? Let me tell you, it's the valley of despair. It's going on for a minute. And so, I don't want to cry, but like, I think it's the first time in my life I've ever really had hope in something, you know, YouTube. Me by myself. And for that, I'm very proud. You know, no one can take that away from you, but at the same time, you start to question your judgment. Logically speaking, if you never quit, you will one day inevitably succeed. And yeah, the thoughts come up, or what if it's not for you? Bullshit, I've got too much to say. But it's the when. That's what I'm a little scared of. And I don't want to try and try and try so hard like I have in the past with some of my manifestations. where I've like forced myself to sats it. I found so much joy in just surrendering, and so much has come to me, but this right now so far, I don't know why. I really don't know why. But God hasn't wanted to bring it into my 3D just yet. YouTube success, that is. I think I'm at 286 subscribers on my unfiltered page, if I'm not mistaken. 285 subscribers on my unfiltered, and 773 on my main. I actually have a third channel, which is my first channel, and that has 43 subscribers, but they're all like probably spam or something. Anyway. I'm scared. Because there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. And you know, betting on yourself, in a way, it's already hard enough as it is. It's bloody hard. Like trusting your gut. Not really following what you should do. What logically always makes sense. Following your gut is hard enough as it is. Because it's not the norm. It's not really predictable. But when you live with your parents, it's even harder. Because you're not just inconveniencing yourself. I could continue to go all in on YouTube. But what if I get to August and it's still not enough? Then what? How do I make... This is gonna sound so cheesy, man. I guess I'm saying this for me, but how do I make my dreams come true? They're not big dreams. Not really. Little ones. But they're special to me. And they're all I think about. It's like the loneliest thing ever. I'm not complaining. It's just hard. I hope that if I post this, 6 months from now, I can be like, oh bitch, just you wait. Just you wait. You have no idea what's in store for you. The best. And thank you for showing up. Like, I just hope. It's like, you know when you've given so much and like, you just get to this point where you're like, universe, what do you want from me? Like, do I need to be more high vibrational? Do I need to be more grateful? Do I need to do more acting as if? Do I need to actually genuinely get into the 3D, the nitty gritty, and change my strategy? Do I need to look at my limiting beliefs? Do I need to go to therapy? Do I need to script? Do I need to just forget about my goals, go on vacation and focus and follow my happiness? And in a way, you know, sometimes it is all of these things. That's why I make my LOA content, because all of these things can work. But there just comes a point where you're like, you know, there's like multiple give-ups. It's not just one. I thought, you know, and if you know about LOA, like law of attraction, then you might know about this. I don't know if there's a term there might be, but like that thing, even people in business would know about it. Sorry about my fat fingers in your face. It's just the, you know, camera. But anyway, people in business would know about it, where you just at the point where you think you're gonna give up, or like everything's gonna fail, or you just want to throw the towel in, and then all success happens. Yeah, I've had about 100 of those moments. You just wonder if you're crazy. Sorry, I'm trying to work on my swearing. You know, you just wonder if you're insane. You know, you look at other people that are in similar fields or fortes to what it is that you're interested in or what you want to do in this world, or like adjacent to who you want to be, and you look at them and you almost get down and you're just like, why am I even trying, you know? Like, why am I? And you're like, maybe I'm not meant for this. Like, maybe I am just what everyone else tells me I am. And then you don't even know exactly what you are. Or like you can't put it into words, or it's not fully formed yet. But you know it's not this. Forgive me using the same issue, it's just whatever. I'm going for a shower. I need to go in a bit. Fuck. Sorry, I need to stop swearing. Oh my god. Is it too late for a New Year's resolution in March? But spend a lot of time thinking you're a little crazy. But it's okay. It's okay. Like I've said in previous videos, I'd rather keep trying than not try at all. It's just the, you know, you try, and nothing. Okay, and then you know, you're gonna take it. Well, actually, because you've listened to other people that have been there, done that, you're like, no, but don't stop, just keep going, keep persisting. So you do, you persist. And nothing. And then you're like, okay, that one kind of hurt a little. Wasn't expecting that to happen again, but okay. Take a week, maybe. Then keep trying. And nothing. Or maybe a little something, but then not as much as you thought it would be. Or not really exactly quite the vibe you were going for. And you're like, weird. But still gonna practice gratitude. And obviously, gotta appreciate the good and the little things you have. And then perhaps you go back to the drawing board, you seek a little more advice, you take a little more time to recalibrate and listen to the people that inspired you in the first place, and maybe even check in with yourself and your initial why and your vision. You up level, you upskill, and you go out and you try again. And nothing. More nothing. In fact, a whole lot more of nothing. Served on a big platter with a side of nothing, and then, oh, dessert? Oh, nothing. Okay. It's an acquired taste. And so you try to find other people that can understand this nothingness. And that in itself is, And then how do you relate that? People ask you, how are you? Well, I am okay. I think I'm okay. I mean, I'm practicing gratitude. Technically, I'm okay. But I might just be in denial. In fact, I think I could be quite stressed. Maybe I'm just telling myself I am. Yeah. Preoccupied is the honest truth. Preoccupied. For anyone that asked. And so, you return to the nothingness, acknowledging your lonesome presence, if you will. And you say, well, I'm nuts. But let's go again. And so you go again. Nothing. You go again. Nothing. You go again. Nothing. And eventually you laugh. You cry a bit. You laugh. Then you don't really give a damn. And then you realize you're on autopilot. And you don't know how to stop. And then you wonder if that's a problem. Should I have given up by now? But now at this point, or maybe just even from the beginning, it's not in your blood. And you probably know on some level that if you did stop, you wouldn't be able to forgive yourself. Because you didn't come this far just to come this far. And so you continue down the path of nothingness, blindly following whatever faith is within you. Almost numb to it. Like, not doing it would be a worse feeling than doing it. And not getting anything and just experiencing nothingness. Sorry, I lost my train of thought a bit, but I think you get the gist. And so now, I have this, financially speaking, come end of May. Is it a crossroads? I have this beautiful, logical choice that society might approve of and my parents would approve of. Sorry, I never know if my dad's gonna come in. Not in a weird way, but you might want to say goodnight. Okay, never mind. Or I have the choice of doing me, more of this stuff that people, those people, the cool people that you look up to, tell you not to give up on. I have that option. The thing that isn't so conventional, so easy, so predictable. Guaranteed misery or potential misery. Huh. That might make my choice a little bit easier. Sounds familiar. Does sound like an echo of what many great people have gone through. Not that I'm particularly great. At least not right now. You never know. But, just... I laugh because so... You get used to the stories. The success stories. Kind of get an idea of how it might go. Try to predict your own success story. And in every story that you hear, you see yourself in it. You almost relate to these people that don't even know you exist. And when it doesn't play out that way, you just wonder, am I kidding myself? Maybe I'm not great enough. It's not even about being known or like. It's more just worthy enough to be as respected as them. Like maybe I'm not meant for that. I guess that's doubt. This is the one time that I've really chosen to bet on myself. And I've been quite wrong. I mean, I've helped a lot of people, I guess. Maybe not as many as I would have wanted. At least not yet. Through YouTube, that is. I've helped many people otherwise. Don't get me wrong, I'll take pride in that if... God. Yes. Through my customer service job, especially. But, what was I saying? Jesus, I know I need to sleep. I'm sorry. It's just been a lot. I'm exhausted. It's my first day. It's my first day of my period. So that really is good. Fuck, what was I saying? Yeah, first time that I properly bet on myself. And you know what, I wouldn't say that it hasn't gone well, because that would be such a lie, because it has. I've learned so much. Like I said, no one can take this away from me. But it's not quite what I predicted or wanted, at least not just yet. And so it feels like I've been wrong. And like everybody else has been right. So far. But what if I wasn't wrong? That's really scary to say online. Because, you know, if you are wrong, then everyone watches it. Worst case scenario, I can private this video. Hopefully. I mean, yeah, but people might have seen it. Never mind. Whatever. But if I wasn't wrong, I might not be one of those people that, like, stands on a stage and goes on a podcast, like the people I look up to. Maybe I don't need to be. Yeah, I don't exactly know what I'm doing right now. But, what if I could at least get part of the way? What if I could at least do a little bit of it? What if I wasn't wrong about that? What if I trusted myself? Trusted that, to an extent, no one's gonna know me better than I do. And that listening to myself was never a mistake. Anyway. God. It's okay. I fully recognize it's a privilege. All of it. There's a lot that I pray for, and I just hope God's listening. I'm not asking for him to do it all. I'm asking for him to inspire me and give me the courage. And I'll do it. Just don't let me be wrong. Not about the important stuff. Okay? Okay. Got a deal. Persist. Persist. Stay relentless. Stay borderline nuts. Stay calm and in today. And say thank you for the journey. This is me advising myself. Take it or leave it for yourself. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm even scared to say it with conviction, but I'm gonna keep going.